All right, we're here at the Dietrich Blue Devils ahead of the 2025 season. Guys, just what are the thoughts and vibes heading into this fall?
We're excited. We're ready to get to work and practice, and we're ready for the season to start.
Okay, Coach, similar excitement, similar levels around this fall?
Yeah, very eager to get started. These boys have been putting off-season work throughout all summer long, in the weight room and passing leagues and everything else, and I think they're very excited, and I'm very excited to see what they can, progress as the season goes on.
Yeah, second year for you in charge, just how much more comfortable do you feel leading the program this year compared to heading into last year?
I finally kind of got my feet a little bit, and I've got some great help, and I lean on Coach Jennings, Ruger and Shane, quite a bit. Ruger helps me tremendously defensively, and Shane kind of just takes over the reins offensively. And him being Gooding's quarterback back in the day, he's got a lot of experience and a lot of publicity that way.
And just, for you guys with these workouts stuff this summer, how much do you kind of feel it's kind of built this team chemistry and you got you guys just on the same page heading into the fall?
I feel like it's kept us pretty close. We all know after all the workouts we go and run some routes and we know everything.
Okay. And just, what do you guys, obviously we lose a lot last year, but every team loses things every year. Just what are you guys going to have to do a little differently this year? Who are some guys that are going to have to step up?
I feel we are going to have to practice with a little bit more intensity. We're going to have these younger guys that maybe didn't get much playing time or are coming into high school. They need to step up into roles that they might not be comfortable playing in. But we got to practice with more intensity, more volume, and make every rep count.
Yeah, like Gavin said, we have obviously a lot less players, so we really got to step up and do what needs to be done and work our butts off to try and get this.
Yeah. And Coach, how do you balance that? Maybe slightly less numbers this year. You try to balance just getting guys reps and making sure, keeping everyone ready and healthy for Friday nights.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of a fine line you got to walk, and we're going to be down numbers, but every little school at our level is up, down, and you ride the wave. So we lost a lot of talent, strength, and speed last year. But, Crew's been here since he was a freshman. He's been waiting his turn, and he's excited to finally take off, and Chris and Gavin. Gavin's got some big shoes to fill. And Chris has been the center of, the whole line for quite a number of years. So he's got some experience behind him. And Gav got a little more experience last year, but I have tremendous, Crew's going to have to step up tremendously, and and I know he'll rise to the occasion. He's been working his butt off since he was a freshman to get there.
Yeah, and with those guys you lost, have you mentioned this team at all that you don't have to be exactly what you lost, you don't have to be Connor Perkins, towards your sin, some other guys like that exactly,
Right, and I've said it a little bit, but as the season goes on, I'll tell them more, but we're fortunate that we had a Brady Power, a Cody Power, a Connor Perkins, type thing. We get lucky enough to get those athletes walking through, and not everyone is necessarily considered an athlete, but to find their role and to find where they fit, where they're the missing piece to the puzzle type thing, is just putting guys in the right situations and places and finding out who has leadership and who doesn't, and who can, how the younger kids kind of adjust to that and realize that how far they want to go is completely up to them.
Okay. So just for you guys coming back, I know you're expected to play big roles, just who are some others that, if we go to a Dietrich game this fall that are going to be stepping up as well?
We got a kid coming out in my class, Alvaro Sanchez. He's got to fill in as a center. Me going to quarterback, we have to fill in as a center, and so he's just somebody that has to fill in a role that we didn't have anybody else to fill in for. So
Yeah, he has to learn new things, learn how to snap faster, more accurate too, and keep his blocks.
Which was the biggest things you guys learned from last year that you're taking into this year?
be patient. don't like try to rush into the season. Like let it all flow like how it's supposed to. The game will slow down as you progress as a player.
Okay.
So just be patient.
Play relaxed. Yeah.
Okay.
I think one is just like to trust yourself to do your job, and like trust your teammates to also do their job. And together that will get you all where you need to be.
Okay. I know last year for you guys there was a lot of motivation, whether it was on the field or stuff that was happening off the field, and there was a lot that went into that. Just where do you guys kind of find the motivation for this year?
I always found motivation from our previous coaches, Mr. Dill and Rick. They set the boundary, they set a line, and I always find motivation from them to keep pushing forward for them. It's not always just for you. It's not always gonna be for you. So like you gotta push forward for other people as well. So.
And just wanted to end on just, last year I know it's not the first time Dietrich has had a, strong season for football. You guys won that title in 2020. 2 years later, play for a title again. Play for it last year. How much does it help that, like, there is this tradition, there is this culture to uphold, and, you're not coming off this, like, 1 year blip of now how do we figure out how to do that again?
Biggest thing is like we've talked about, I mean, we got a lot of shoes to fill, but we don't necessarily, just because we've lost those athletes, doesn't mean we don't have athletes coming, type thing, or can take a kid that doesn't think he's an athlete and he's going to be a tremendous athlete, type thing. So it's just, once the kids kind of figure out their potential and take off with it, that's the most rewarding thing to me as a coach, is to see their growth and to see them realize, wow, I can do hard things,
Just wanted to end on, I know Estelle Family Farm Camp is a big part of Dietrich football. Just when are you guys heading out there?
The date's not completely set yet,
Okay.
but with practice starting a week later this year, it'll be a little bit different. We won't have any physical like hitting drills and stuff like that, but we'll still head out and for 2.5 days and have meals prepared for us, stay in tents, and do the good old tradition.
All right,
Yeah.
and just set up for you guys, what's your favorite part of going to that camp in those 2.5 days?
Probably the traditions of throwing all the underclassmen into the pool. Everybody gets dunked.
So now,
AKA our cattle trough.
okay. so now you guys get to push people in the pool now.
Yeah, it's our turn.
Yeah, not one person gets away from camp without getting in that
Yeah.
pool.
All right. No,
Yeah,
I've been-
and normally it was the coaches too. I don't know how many times these guys threw my dad in.
I've been there. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by today, and good luck with your season.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.